All right, happy Tuesday. I'm gonna start making a tantric Tuesday, which this is kind of tantric like women's meditation. It's meditative, it's divine feminine. We deal with our shadow aspects as well. And embracing, harmonizing our good and bad, our high or low, and all that stuff in between. So yes, happy Tuesday. And it's the last Tuesday of February. So tomorrow we kickstart with the beginning of March. And it's a lot of astrological things that'll be happening this year to really kind of catapult the trajectory of our lives and aligning us with our highest timeline. So if you've been feeling a little kind of like ready for change, you are on the right path. This is it. It is here. Your soul knows what is about to happen for you and through you this year. So if you've been feeling this strong desire for change, and I find that the word that comes up in my conversations is exponential growth, or like I don't want to say drastic change, but some like a significant shift, upgrading. So if you've been feeling that, you're on the right path. Unfortunately, we kind of still have to wade through these Piscean waters before we get that fresh kickstart from Aries, which will be in March. So let's see what the divine feminine has for us to assist us in not only this live and meditation and on the replay, but also for anytime someone watches the replay and for this week. Those who are on the live, what do we need to know? Ah! I just love what I do, and I just love the people I share with, and love how spirit comes through. Because after all that talk, our message is one of a bright future. Stop worrying, everything is going to be fine. See? Couldn't have said it any better myself, Miss Lakshmi. Which, outside of the M, she's got some similar alphabetical arrangements there that are kind of like my name. So I'm a little partially Lakshmi's a little fave of mine. Um, and so Miss Lakshmi, she's actually a very popular Hindu goddess. Most people know her because she's normally associated with elephants, and so you might recognize her coupled with the Hindu deity Ganesh or Ganesha. He's the elephant-headed deity. And Miss Lakshmi here herself is a beautiful and benevolent Hindu goddess, and she brings abundance to all those who call upon her. All right, so her connection to lotus flowers, elephants, and water represents her absolute faith in her fertility and abundance that is available to everyone. So she's happy to bring a supply to you, whether that means more money, more time, more knowledge, more opportunities. Lakshmi works with Ganesh, the elephant headed deity, who is known as the overcomer of obstacles or the remover of obstacles. And together, they're an unstoppable team that works to help you release fear and to accept abundance. And as we know, abundance really just means a lot, right? It just means more than enough, plethora. Like we just have so much, it's a surplus. Um, and as I like to teach when we're talking about abundance, is what do you want abundance of? Because there's a lot of stuff out there. The universe is abundant. So, therefore, whatever you are holding in your space, in your mind, in your heart, if there's anything that isn't quite in resonance with what it is that you really desire, then the best way to manage that would be to be specific about what you are requesting an abundance of. That way, if you're in a place of fear or in a place of lack, you're not manifesting more of that. You don't want an abundance of lack or an abundance, which I don't even know if that makes sense. But you don't want to manifest, an abundance of like stress or an abundance of fear. And what that looks like is other things can sometimes like, what's happening? The shoe keeps dropping. Things don't click. So when you're manifesting abundance, just be specific about what you would like an abundance of. All right. And as we receive this evening's goddess guidance of having a beautiful and bright future, go ahead and just take some nice deep breaths. Allowing the energy of the day to just settle around you. Allowing any questions you may have, any guidance you may seek to just settle in around you. And allowing the message of a bright future that is available for you here now. Allowing that message as well to just settle into your space as you continue to take nice deep breaths, giving all of your worries, your fears, or your concerns to the Divine Mother, Divine Feminine, so that she is able to transmute these energies in your favor, opening the door and the gateway of abundance and allowing the universe to pour its cornucopia of abundance onto you, showering you with blessings, opportunities, time, the money, the support that you need to move into this bright, promised future, ease and grace. And just notice your thoughts that pop up when you think of being abundant. What does that look like to you? What does that feel like? What would it feel like to just be expansive and abundant? Notice if there's any fears of expanding yourself, fears of growth, change, as you just allow yourself to breathe through these prompts and notice what comes up for you. Notice how your body responds when you think about abundance. When you affirm, I am abundant, how does your body respond to this? And right now, there's no need to change anything. You're just simply observing the response of your body, noticing how you feel, noticing the thoughts that you have when it comes to being abundant. You're going to take those thoughts, gathering them with your feelings around abundance, gathering your physical sensations within the body, and we're just going to offer those feelings, those thoughts and sensations to the Divine Mother. And you can do so by releasing this down into the earth, allowing Mother Earth to receive with love and kindness and gentleness, healing this energy, returning it back to its original source. feels right, you can also gather these thoughts, feelings, and bodily sensations, allowing them to just float up, up, up and away, all the way into the far edges of the universe as a way of just releasing, giving your worries and concerns to the Divine Mother above us or Mother Earth below us. But regardless, give yourself permission to just release. Create some space for yourself. And when you think of your future, what are the thoughts that may come streaming through the mind when you think of your future? Notice how those thoughts make you feel. Feelings do you have with regards to your future? And you can identify them as colors or just names and labels. That helps you to find more clarity. Maybe you identify these thoughts or feelings as doubt or uncertainty, maybe optimism, hopeful, clear, certain, uncertain. Then just notice how your body responds when you think about your future. So you have your thoughts about your future that you're observing, you have feelings about your future, and then you have the response that's held within your body when it comes to your future. And just notice as you gather your thoughts and your feelings and those sensations within the body, if you, when you're ready, would like to release them down into Mother Earth or to the Divine Mother above. Give yourself permission to, for a moment, stop worrying. The Divine Mother is here to let you know everything is going to be just fine. See, despite what we may be shown and what we may be a witness to, the universe is actually a kind universe. Although we live in a world of polarity and we may be inundated with seeing more of the negative, there is still good here too. And because this is a kind universe, everyone within it is working in your favor. There are no tests. The blocks have been removed. Obstacles have been obliterated. The only block, test, or obstacle in your way is your own projections of fear into your future. Allow this to land where it may. There are no tests, no blocks, no obstacles in your way, except for your own projections of fear into your future. Take a moment and just hush your mind. Allow the mind to become as quiet as it can. Quiet from the worries, quiet from the fears, the overthinking, the overanalyzing, the curiosity even. Just allow the mind to hush, be quiet for this moment. Breathing deeply. Feeling a brush of your brow with new energy, one of faith, hope, enthusiasm, optimism, joy. Not only will these energies fuel this exciting present moment, they will also fuel your future, the bright future that lies ahead. There is no need to wish darkness upon yourself with worries and fears when light shines all around. See yourself surrounded by a vibrant gold orb of light, one that no negativity can penetrate, one that no fear can move or break through, one that keeps your faith, hope, and optimism intact. Step into this brightness, lighten your thoughts and your feelings. Give yourself permission to let go and to share your worries and concerns of your future to divine spirit. See, worry and anxiety simply squelches the goodness that seeks to find you. There is goodness seeking you right now. Allow yourself just to receive that. Accept and affirm that goodness is on its way to me right now. Allow that to really penetrate into every cell of your body. Goodness is on its way to me right now. And just notice how open you are to receive it. Find some resistance within your space, just say thank you and breathing into it, inviting that space to relax, inviting that space within the body to soften. As you allow your mind, body, heart, and soul to receive all the goodness that is on its way. As you find yourself centered within this golden light, allow it to clear your heart of fear. Breathe it in. Allow the heart to soften. If it feels right for you, you can place your hand over the heart space as you allow the heart to just soften, knowing that it is safe to receive goodness. Regardless of what has happened or what you may have done, could have done, should have done, goodness is on its way to you right now, and it is okay for you to receive it. Let your body know, let your mind and heart know. It's okay to receive. Allow yourself to replace those energies with ones that truly serve you and your loved ones instead. Refuse to think of anything except the bright today and tomorrow. And you are promised that it shall be so. Give all your cares, worries, and concerns to Spirit. Be open to all the goodness that is coming your way. Everything is working for you in your favor for this next chapter, this next season, this next day, this next moment. A bright, bright future lies ahead of you. This is promise. As you allow yourself to be open and receptive to the various meanings and translations of this guidance, just notice thoughts, feelings, bodily sensations that surround these various meanings and interpretations. And for those that do not serve you, allow yourself to just breathe and release. The first meaning for tonight's goddess guidance is that you and your loved ones will be protected and provided for. Can you see your needs being met? What are your needs at this moment? Maybe it's change in your environment, home life, work life. Maybe it's to experience better relationships that are more aligned with where you're going, ones that fuel you, feed you, and nurture you. Maybe it's more time or energy or knowledge or income. But whatever your needs are, just pretend, just imagine Spirit working diligently to fulfill your requests. Now that you've placed your order, allow it to just be fulfilled, giving yourself permission to trust in divine timing, knowing that it will arrive in the exact moment it is supposed to. This is called trust and synchronicity. Some may say it's luck or magic, but it's simply co-creating with spirit, setting the intention, staying open and receptive, allowing how it will show up to be the responsibility of the divine. Your job is to simply be clear on what it is that you desire and to ask for that or better, knowing that you and your loved ones will be protected and provided for. What are the needs of some of your loved ones? Can you see those needs being met? Just visualize, just imagine. Let go of any bag lady fears about your future. What this means is let go of any fears you are projecting into your future that are based off of past experiences and memories. It may even be holding some past traumas within our psyche, within our physical body, within our hearts. Just place a hand on your body, letting your body know that it is safe and that it is okay to release the fears and traumas, the disappointments or heartaches of your past so that you can have the space to receive better. There's no need to carry your past into the future any longer. Allow yourself to let go. Hold positive thoughts and intentions for yourself. And so for right now, whatever your needs are, whatever your desires are, just hold some positive thoughts and intentions for how you would like that change to happen, that shift to happen, those needs to be met. Maybe it's with ease, grace, compassion, abundance for everyone's needs being met. Maybe it's flow or trust. Maybe you need some validation or confirmation that your prayers and intentions have been heard and are being answered. Whatever it is that you need, just ask and hold those positive thoughts and intentions. Know that you'll always have your needs met now and in the future. Know that you'll always have your needs met now and in the future. What would it feel like to believe that 100%? Just let it be. Maybe you choose to flex your free will and you declare as an agreement with Spirit that your needs will always be met now and in your future. Take a moment to really let that just settle in. Because based off of past experiences, we may have had moments and memories that left us paralyzed or traumatized because our needs weren't met when we needed them to, or things unexpectedly shifted out of our control. Maybe we had moved through situations that left us a little scarred or a little jaded, and we weren't able to fully trust and have faith. Or maybe you did, and still something fell and slipped through the cracks. Excuse me. And so that sometimes takes a little extra work in recoding or rebooting our systems, our nervous systems, our minds, our bodies, our belief systems, our hearts, that we can have our needs met, not only for today, but also tomorrow. So affirm and declare the power of your words and your heart's desires that your needs will be met now and in the future. And last but not least, interpretation is don't worry about money, but instead just visualize your abundance. Look at all the things that you actually have compared to others around the world that may have less. So instead of worrying about money, typically what comes to mind are bills and deadlines and deposits and so forth. And so for just this moment, I want you to allow Spirit to just make it rain on you. See the currency, the color, the vibration, feeling, whatever it is, just see money flowing all around. it to just rain down on you. Dollar bills everywhere, left and right. It begins to just pile up at your feet. It's as if you are a money magnet. It just sticks to you. It flows to you. It's attracted to you. It wants to be with you. You have an intimate, powerful connection with this currency that we call money. It's just a flow of energy. We just so happen to honor this form of energy in what we call currency. That currency physically looks like coins and dollar bills. Maybe a certain number in the bank. But as all of these dollars just begin to pile up all around you, building up from your feet, from the ground up, divine Mother Earth that supports us and provides for us. You just see all of these dollar bills all around you, surrounding your feet, eventually not even being able to even see your feet. There's so much money all around you. It keeps building up more and more and more. This energy of money coming up from the feet, the ankles, the shins, this currency, this flow of energy, money just piling up, coming all the way up into the knees and into the thighs and into your hips and filling your entire womb space, and it's all around you, coming up to the hips, and eventually the universe just keeps pouring its abundance out all around you, making it rain all around you. And eventually, though, those dollars come up and they start to come up into the area of the belly and start to almost come up to your chest, and you take a deep breath in. You can feel the money, dollars in your hands and your fingertips. Feel people giving you money. You feel yourself receiving money, and you also feel yourself giving it to the causes and the priorities of the bills that you have, the things that you desire. And so there's a circuitry of energy, this currency that is flowing through you and all around you. And maybe just for kicks, you can allow all that money raining down on you just to come up, covering your shoulders, just blankets over you, and feels so good to receive. To just be held in that space of safety and security, knowing that this bright future that lies ahead is promised, that you are abundant. The only block is that within the mind, what you perceive, how you perceive. So allow yourself to just sit in this little money pit. Surrounds you, and just notice how it feels. Allow it to feel good. Let it feel good. Receiving money feels good. Feels fun, doesn't it? And playful. Feels like you can move a little differently, dress a little differently, assist others and be of service a little more easily. Allows you to grow and to expand your home and your business and just the life and pleasures that you experience even more. And so to make this also a somatic embodied experience, just place a hand on your heart space, one on the belly, or maybe you want to place your hands on your thighs or your womb space, whatever feels right for you. to think about yourself being showered in money, this money pit that you just sit in. It feels so good. And this just allows your body to connect with the idea that receiving lots and lots of money and having your needs being met feels good, and it is safe, it is comforting, it is valuable, it is something that you allow yourself to receive because it feels good, because it is a pleasure that you allow yourself to have an experience, because you are provided for in all of your todays and tomorrows. Stop worrying. This bright future lies ahead. Everything is going to be just fine. And we individually and as a collective here on this meditation through time and space on the live or the replay declare a bright future lies ahead for us. That we are worthy of receiving all the goodness that is coming our way. And we receive it now because we are worthy. We are here, deserve it, simply because we exist. And we are sovereign beings having human experience. We are the embodiment of the Divine Mother and the Divine Feminine. And being supported above and below is our birthright. And so it is. And give yourself some nice deep breaths. Bringing some movement to the body and giving yourself a big squeeze, some love for being here and doing the work. We're continuing to expand your presence, your life by doing this work. You are much needed in this world. And whenever you're ready, you can take another breath or two and open your eyes as you come out of meditation. Wow, I just clapped. All right. Clapping is good, actually. It's a way to move energy, to work with energy, to build energy. And I did it twice, so 2 is all about abundance and prosperity, coming to us and not giving up 5 minutes before the miracle happens. So, yes, Yummy. I thought about that when I saw you sign out. I was like, oh, she was right on time, right on time. See, you just got to trust divine timing. You're exactly. I affirmed. Okay, so this is my thing, and this is maybe part of the collective message as well. I know for me personally, the people say like set an intention. So I'm like, okay, this is my intention. But I noticed that there's a difference between setting an intention and setting a goal. Maybe for me, it's just there's a difference because I see a goal as like an end goal, right? Like zip, right? So to me, the goal is like the destination. The intention is the journey. How do I want to get there? Do I want to take the easy route? Do I want to take the hard route? And so to me, I try to be very intentional when I use, is this a goal that I have or is this an intention I have? Because sometimes I might say, oh, my intention is to, work out or whatever more often or to get outside. And, then next thing you know, my son needs my car and like I got to walk everywhere, which that's fine. I live in Chambly. I can walk pretty much to everywhere here I need to go. But my actual goal would just be, to still be able to do the exercise or whatever I need to do and have it accessible, So to me, that's kind of what that difference is. Having a goal is like saying like, this is what I want specifically. The intention that you have is how you get there. Um, and then when it comes down to, like I said, affirming something or declaring something, to me, that's also, there's a little bit of a different energy depending on the day, right? Because some days I affirm something and I have conviction with it. And then there's some days where I'm like affirming something and I'm trying to fake it till I make it. Okay, I'm trying to psych myself into I'm beautiful, I'm abundant, I'm this and that, Then there's some days where I'm like, oh, I know, like look at all this. I feel great, like I'm beautiful, I'm abundant, blah, blah, blah. And so to me, there's could be a little bit of a differentiation between that and so or a difference. Yeah, a difference between it. I don't know why I had all these extra syllables and stuff. But anyways, so the reason why I say that for the collective message, like be discerning because some of the words we use have power and then some words have a little bit more power, right? A little more conviction. So in tonight's meditation, we talked about more declaring, right? In closing, I said that as an individual and as a collective, we declare that our future is bright and our needs are being met for today and all of our tomorrows, and we're all the goodness that we can receive is coming our way. And the reason why I say declaring something is because when you declare something to the universe, you are saying it with clarity. You are saying it like declare. Claire means clear, so de is of in French. So it's of clarity. So when we declare something, we're saying it of clear, like of from a clear place, right? I didn't know I was a linguist apparently, but I did take French. And so yeah. So when we declare something, we're coming from a place of clarity. We're like, I declare this, like a little kid when we like, 1, 2, 3, 4, I declare thumb war, and it's like the thumb war starts, right? So that's to me the difference between like affirming something, because sometimes I feel like I'm trying to like I'm speaking it into existence, but there might be a little bit of doubt or a little like, it doesn't really feel concrete or grounded and concise. And so declaring something is a way to really have a lot more conviction and a lot more energy, but I don't know why I said it like that. Energy behind what it is that you desire and what you're declaring, but it also when you declare something, you kind of like say it with your chest, And so when you're saying something with your chest, to me, it's more of like when a singer is being trained to sing like from the stomach, like from the belly, from your solar plexus, your power center. And so to me, declaring something is kind of like it's a true conviction that comes from your power center and your heart space. And we know that the heart is very magnetic and has like 10 times or 100 times more electromagnetic frequency or pulse currency energy. However you want to call it, than just the thoughts. So that's why I'm like, when I'm affirming something, I'm thinking it, but I'm like sometimes kind of like, oh, maybe I mean this, or actually maybe I should tweak that, or maybe I don't know if I really believe it, but that'll work for now. When I declare something, it's coming from my gut. It's coming from something that feels more instinctual. There's more conviction, like I said, more power, more drive, more energy behind it. So this week, maybe practice that. We don't always exercise our free will consciously. And so exercising your free will consciously can be declaring something. And for me personally, it's worked out very well. I know from trial and error because um, I think I declared like a long, long time ago that all of my relationships are of loving kindness. And for the most part, that's what happened. The ugh in my life just kind of faded out, very naturally. And then, I started meeting like other people that just that poured into me, but I could also pour into them. And so that's one thing I've declared is all my relationships are from a foundation of loving kindness. I also declared years ago that I can move through retrograde seasons with ease and grace. And that's kind of always, I noticed ever since I declared that, that's been a thing. So declaring something is like you are signing a lease. Okay. You are making an agreement with spirit, like it's a contract. Okay. So that to me is a difference between affirming something or setting an intention versus saying, this is my goal and this is something I declare to happen. And you want to declare from that place of like empowerment, but not from a place of ego. And it gets a little tricky, but ego is feeling like I'm going to force it, or we kind of know we're in our ego, right? We get to feeling ourselves a little bit. We're like, yeah, this is going to happen. I'm going to make it, and you just going to like kind of force yourself. That's also still kind of faking it until you make it. So, but if you are in that sovereign place within you, coming from a deep, heartfelt, intuitive space, and you're like, you know what? I know for a fact that I don't want any of the BS relationships in my life, then I declare all of my relationships from this point forward are ones of loving kindness. I declare from this point forward that all karmic debts are released with ease and with grace and reverse. And then I declare that all karmic lessons that come my way are one of loving kindness or gentleness as well. You can declare that your future, like tonight's message, is bright. Okay. And that everything is going to be just fine. So, all right. Work on that declaration. Right. Go ahead and I've been on a high today. I'm like, I don't know what's been going on, but I just do some energy work. I don't know what's happening. I just wake up nowadays. I'm like, I'm happy and feel like a chihuahua. So just happy and um so yes, so that is your collective message and something to practice, right? You're declaring things like the Declaration of Independence. You can have a declaration of prosperity for yourself. What does that look like? Cool. So peace out, and we'll see you next week. Going to stop the recording.